Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into the absolute tear that is the Florida International Panthers. Seriously, we're talking about one of the most electrifying starts to a season we have seen in years. All right, so how did the Florida International Panthers get to a perfect 5-0? Well, it all starts with a simple number, folks. But believe me, it ends with a statement. A statement that's echoing through every single locker room in the conference. And you know what? That statement is getting louder and louder every single week. 66-0. I mean, just let that sink in. That was the final score against Sam Houston. A complete, and I mean utter demolition that has put the entire country on notice. So let's break down how in the world they did it. To really get what this FIU team is all about, you have to look at the masterclass they put on in Week 5. This wasn't just a win, okay? This was a clinical, top-to-bottom dismantling of a pretty decent Sam Houston team. Folks, just look at the tail of the tape here. It is just night and day. I mean, FIU's offense, yeah, they were firing on all cylinders, but look at what the defense did. They forced 3 turnovers while giving up none. And get this, Sam Houston was held to just 143 total yards. Oh, and they went 0 for 10 on third downs. You just can't win football games like that. It was a statistical masterpiece. On the offensive side of the ball, it was just surgical. You've got this freshman QB, Cameron Dyer, playing like a seasoned vet, 18 for 20 with 4 total touchdowns. Are you kidding me? And how about the breakout performance from tight end Adonis Donahue? 8 catches, over 100 yards, and 2 scores. The guy was a total mismatch nightmare. Then you have Alex Carey just pounding the rock, sealing the deal with 2 more touchdowns of his own. Unstoppable. And the defense? Oh man, it was a masterclass in disruption. Lamont Green Jr. was an absolute monster off the edge with 4 sacks. The guy was completely unblockable. And then you have Francis Brew just setting the tone, living in their backfield with 4 tackles for loss and 2 forced fumbles. It was just pure chaos out there. And this number right here, this tells the whole story. The defense was so suffocating, they held Sam Houston to -5 rushing yards. Let me say that again, -5. You just don't see that in college football. That is pure, unadulterated dominance at the line of scrimmage. But here's the thing. This wasn't some one-game fluke. Nope. This was the culmination of a pattern of dominance they've been building all season long. Let's take a look at the blueprint. So this timeline right here, it shows the whole journey to perfection. It started with a gritty, hard-nosed win against Memphis, and from there, it's just been an absolute onslaught. They handled Buffalo, took care of business against their rival FAU, and then, look at this, back-to-back shutouts where they outscored their opponents 121-0. That's just insane. And this chart, it really puts it all in perspective. The offense is a juggernaut, putting up over 40 points a game. Meanwhile, the defense has pitched 3 shutouts in 5 weeks. The gap between what they score and what they give up is just staggering. And believe me, it's getting wider every single week. So who are the guys making this all happen? What's the secret sauce? Let's take a look at the engine room. It really comes down to this core of phenomenal young talent. You've got Cameron Dyer, a freshman QB who plays with the poise of a senior. He protects the football, and he is not afraid to make the big play. Then you've got another freshman, running back Joshua Hurta, who is an absolute home run threat every single time he touches the ball. And on defense, it's Cam Pruitt, the do-it-all linebacker, who is the heart and soul of that unit. And the architect of all this? That would be Coach Deke Lister, hardened cultured. He has instilled a culture of focus, discipline, and relentless effort that you see on every single snap. This team plays hard from the opening kickoff to the final whistle. And let me tell you, that comes from the top. And this quote from the coach after that 55-0 blowout, it says it all. For this team, winning isn't enough. Dominance isn't enough. They are chasing perfection in every single phase of the game. That's a championship mindset, folks. So what does this all mean for the big picture? Why does a 5-0 start for FIU matter on the national stage? Let's talk about it. It matters because FIU is no longer just a feel-good story. They are a legitimate conference contender. They have a defense that leads the nation in shutouts, an offense that can light up the scoreboard, and a clear, disciplined identity forged by their coach. Make no mistake, they are a problem for every single team left on their schedule. This incredible 5-0 start has completely reset expectations. It leaves us with one final tantalizing question. With this level of week-in, week-out dominance,
is an FIU conference championship no longer a question of if, but when. The rest of the country is starting to wonder, and frankly, so are me.